Now picture this, you're sat on your sofa at home watching the TV, a packet of prawn cocktail crisps in hand or whatever, like, I don't know what flavour you enjoy. You've just finished watching a football, I mean, not now, because obviously there's no football happening, but theoretically, you've just finished watching a theoretical football match. Your team's won, drawn, lost, you know, whatever the scoreline, and you might just stick around for the post-match press conference afterwards. How many times do we hear players just say the same old thing? Well, you know, I know I scored 6 goals in the game. It's probably the best performance I've ever had in my life. I actually impregnated my wife at half-time. We're looking forward to having 2 baby twins, but at the end of the day, when all's said and done, it's all about the 3 points for the team. Realistically, none of us want to hear any of that malarkey and spiel every single time we watch a football match. We want to know what the footballers are really thinking, what they actually want to say. So today, we're going to be randomly picking through players that I've written down, and we're going to be trying to recreate what they would actually be thinking via Twitter bios, latest tweets, I don't know, Instagram, whatever social media they use. This is what they're really thinking. Now, first of all, we've got Brazilian forward Neymar. Shock, literally. My whole channel's been based around him recently. What a surprise. He's been in the news a lot, really, so there's probably only one topic that we can go with. This is a bold video to make, to be fair, for a man who looks like he's just exited a Nigerian cave after 4 months in prison there. Now, Neymar, what should we go with? Location on Twitter is probably pretty self-explanatory. Keeping it in the family, literally, because he's literally in family. That's kind of mad. Why have 5 fingers when you can have 6? Oh man, we're starting this video explosively. Just want to say a big congrats to my mum on the pregnancy. Looks as if I've got another son on the way. That probably, yeah, I think that probably sums it up. Now, Raheem Sterling is next. I don't feel like I have to do too much with this one because I feel like it would be more about the replies. So for this one, it's just a simple hi with a picture from Raheem, a lovely selfie. Good on you, son. We've got some replies though. First of all, from the Daily Mail. Black English misfit of colour that's actually from Jamaica segregates himself from people who say hello instead of hi in shocking and vile new selfie in which he's not pictured in a Manchester City shirt, thus acting as an awful role model to all young City fans. We'll work on the character limit. We might have gone over it, but it's a work in progress. And then there's Bernardo Silva, who seems to think he's found a lookalike for Raheem. Bernardo, big man, you can't tweet that again. Come on now. Now, Harry Kane is a challenging one because it's often really difficult to work out whether he's actually being honest or just giving the usual footballing party lines. That's mostly because you can't understand what he's saying. As you can see here, I just wrote down what he said to me, and this is what came out in the tweet. I don't know whether it's honest or not. Fun fact for you all, Harry Kane's chosen language is actually wingdings. What does that even mean, fam? Come on! Alright, Trent Alexander-Arnold now. There's quite a few angles we can take, but I think we all know the one that I'm going to go for. Don't worry if you're up the duff, I'll still put it up your muff. Rest of the bio. Single mums, follow for follow, and then just end it with an inshallah. Probably pretty fitting. And then his website we can just have as his Snapchat. Big old Lionel Messi next, or, well, I mean, he's more small than big, but tweet or bio. We'll go for a bio, but it's gonna have an at in it. I might be a tax evader, but at least I'm no fraud. At Cristiano. We'll cause some beef, we might as well. He ought to be careful with who he's being followed by, though. I think that's a bit of a concern for him. Missed my growth hormones again. Dad's gonna kill me. Oh, Lionel, just, you need to go back and delete this one, big man. Just, all right, we've had Messi now. We might as well move on to Cristiano Ronaldo. Hashtag no means no most of the time. Oh my God, I can't believe it. This video's monetization is on the ropes already. I mean, he's known for doing exercise at pretty much every opportunity and also forcing his children to do exercise at every possible opportunity. I'm convinced that his natural sleeping position is just midway through a pull-up. Shocked and disgusted at Cristiano Jr. You didn't really have to at him, Cristiano. You know, he's your kid. You could just go into the other room and just tell him yourself. Crying after doing 17 hours of exercise today. Better get those adoption papers ready. We'll take it back a little bit now with a player who's not currently playing. I realise all the guys that I've been doing so far are guys who are still in their footballing careers. Though I feel like Pele imagines he could still be in his prime years, even at the age of 847. We'll go with a bio for the Brazilian. Scored 3,285 professional professional goals, irresistible to women, once healed 4 paralyzed people in a row just by staring at them. Oh yeah, no, sorry, this is honest opinions, my mistake. Scored 16 goals in professional footballing career, former striker at Dagenham and Redbridge. John Terry now, okay, I feel like we can have a bit of fun with this one. Proud, hard-working, English former international centre-back. You can call me a river because I'm often found under a bridge. Do you get it? Because, like, under a bridge, as in, like, Wayne Bridges' wife, you know, he's found under her, like, rivers are wet and stuff, and I don't know, water's not really wet. I guess that's a topic for a whole nother conversation. All right, Michael Owen now. I know these names just keep getting more and more random, lads. I'm sorry. I wish I could have some sort of algorithm for you, but now for those that don't know, Michael Owen is the most boring man in the whole of the universe.
Well done, he's 13.
Favorite color has to be grey. Proud owner of the world's biggest water bottle collection. Bread sandwich enthusiast. For those that don't know, a bread sandwich is when you get 2 slices of bread and then put another slice of bread in the middle. That's what that is. No butter as well, that's far too extravagant. And finally, enjoys helicopters.
This is no ordinary chopper. It's got special powers, and once we're airborne...
Now, Paul Pogba is next up, and if anything, I feel like he just needs to let go of some emotion and just outwardly project his frustration. If 2020 was a football pundit, it would be Graham Souness. Kevin De Bruyne's living life pretty innocently. Really excited to get a new pet. Just bought myself a new parrot, and it seems to prefer my flatmate. Typical. Thibaut Courtois replying, not the only time you've gifted a bird to a friend, though. That's gonna be a little bit heated back in the Belgium training camp. We've got Kaká now, just reminiscing to a goal that he scored back in the day. It's the very famous goal against Manchester United where he rinses Patrice Evra and Gabriel Heinze. He's got a reply though from a random man in Shoreditch suggesting that he should have cut it back. The response from Kaká speaks for itself. Romelu Lukaku next. Now, this is not going to be a difficult one. What am I talking about? It's going to be about his ball control. You can call me a stalker because after my first touch, I'm unlikely to be able to get within 10 meters of you. Just for the record, Romelu Lukaku, I'm sure, is a very, very nice person. Now, Eden Hazard's Instagram is next up, and this isn't even really an honest opinion. This is just a factual representation of his body structure. I don't know what it is about Eden Hazard, but I feel like if he was to actually have a Twitter account, he'd be really Fiat 500. Oh man, trying desperately to stay in shape this summer, but all I can think about is Chinese takeaways. There's only one thing fatter than his buttock cheeks these days, and that's his longing for a quiet night in drinking gin with the girlies. Alexander Lacazette went to a brothel for the first time today, still didn't score. Luis Suarez, what can we do for a bio for him? Loves Vampire Diaries, favourite colour is white, no real surprise there. Never been a fan of this guy, honestly. Patrice Evra, what a nice guy. Now, if Wayne Rooney was still allowed to tweet as he did back in the day, I think the whole world would be a better place. We wouldn't even be in lockdown, I'm convinced. Wayne would have just asked to pick up Corona on his way back from training, and then that would have been the end of it. Not gonna lie, I thought Corona was a beer, lol. Hashtag preferred cider anyway. Gareth Bale, similar to Paul Pogba earlier on, I feel like if he was actually allowed to say what he wanted to on social media, he would have really gone in by now. We'll steer clear of Twitter and Insta for now, and we'll go with a Yelp review of all things. It's a Yelp review of Madrid as a whole. He doesn't seem too set on it, really. Ronaldinho now, and, like, just bun off the whole Twitter situation. I just want to meet this man and understand him. Like, why use a fake passport when you're Ronaldinho? Everybody knows what you look like. He is definitely the type of man who's been hoarding hand sanitizer since coronavirus began. I'm telling you now. The angle that young Ronald is taking here is more of the joys of getting out of prison, fresh home, you done know. Daily offender, crazy extender. Eric Cantona, next up, why not? In terms of his bio, it's obviously just going to be some deep philosophical nonsense that literally nobody understands whatsoever. Now, we're going to break the third wall here, because we're going out of Eric Cantona character, I can't lie. Heard a man shout your mum at me in the street. Just like back in the 90s, f***ing volleyed the geezer into next Tuesday. Turns out he was alerting me that my mum needed help crossing the road. But we moved. I mean, she doesn't. She's injured, but... Alright, we've got Kyle Walker next. Again, pretty self-explanatory one. On a serious note, though, please everyone stay home. Look after one another through this difficult time and check in on loved ones, but don't visit them. Hashtag stay home, save lives. And then, yeah, if you could click tweet on that one. I can't do it right now. I've got my hands full, am I right? And then a bio for Kyle Walker. Okay, alright. Right, I'm perfect for my position because I'll put balls into your box even when I should be closer to home. Now, you may have expected Jack Grealish to be in this video given his recent antics that I've covered a lot on my channel, and with good reason. I could envisage him exposing himself very often on the socials if he was allowed to say whatever he liked and there wasn't a PR system in place to stop him from doing such a thing. But as you can quite clearly see from this picture, he's really in no state to be tweeting. I don't think his phone's even in his hands. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I think I've gone mental during the course of lockdown, and hence videos like this have been born. But again, if you did enjoy it, then slap a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta, and I promise to be honest at all times. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.